Welcome to Str8 Talk Manchester. On today's topic, we're talking about when a relationship goes from trusting and caring into controlling. If you want to follow this, the hashtag is FBI spouse. So, I'm asking the gentlemen, how do you feel about when your girl wants to run you down, i.e. she always wants to know where you are, who you're with, and what you're doing? So, I'd like to start with David.
I've got no problem with it, to be honest, because it shows that she cares. And obviously, I like to look at my phone and like, oh yeah, messages go through. Do you know what I mean? Because that give me worry if she don't check on me. Do you know what I mean? But it depends on the limit. It's always limit to it because if I'm working, I like to disturb.
Okay.
So if it's too much, I just have to calm down and give them alright. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
So,
And Akil?
Yeah, like you said, it shows that she cares. Well, obviously, it gets to a certain extent where you have to just like say, no, I'm alright, everything's okay, you don't have to worry. Besides that, isn't really a problem.
Okay, and Tyrone?
That's me, yeah, it's completely fine. Obviously, if she cares, it's just check her up. But once it's going to turn into like an obsessive / jealousy kind of issue, then that's where the problem's going to happen.
Okay.
That though, I don't really see a problem with it as long as she's actually giving good about it.
Okay. Uti, what's your thoughts?
I don't really think that's something that should happen because if you're in a relationship with someone, right, you guys are going to be talking constantly. So she knows where you're going, right? Because you would have spoken about what you're doing, what your plans are for the day, right? I mean, if anything changes, then you should be the one telling them, oh, this happened, and or the other way around. But you, well, where are you? What are you doing? Where are you in?
Okay, thank you. Hassan, what's your thoughts?
Oh, fuck that. I think if someone's being too controlling, it just shows there's no trust. I think if you're going to be in a relationship, it's going to be about trust. So if I want to keep getting this message, I'm thinking she doesn't really trust me. So should I be with her? I don't think so. That's
interesting. Thank you. And Tashawn?
No, I'm back now. Sometimes like I'm not growing up, so I ain't got no reason to be getting run down or chased down and asked what I'm doing, where I'm at. Reality is, if you're my girl, then at some point through the day we've had a conversation. Within that conversation, you're gonna know where I am and what I'm doing. And if I don't tell you, then just don't tell her. You obviously didn't need to know.
Okay, I'm going to come back to that. So, ladies, now you've heard what the guys' feelings are on that. Like, what's your thoughts? We'll start with B.
To be honest with you, when I'm in a relationship, I normally let my guy know where I'm going, and my guy normally knows all my friends and the people I mix around with. But if it's a case where he starts policing me and controlling, that ain't really gonna work. We're gonna have to have a discussion about it, because I'm sure he would want to be policed as well. So I'll say it depends on the situation, really. You don't know what's going on. You might be insecure, you might be cheated on, you might have done something wrong. So it depends on what you really mean in the situation, really.
Okay, thank you. And Hayley, what's your thoughts?
Well, I think this should be definitely the most important thing in a relationship is trusting each other. And like, if you can't trust each other, then what's the point? Like, you can't be like constantly questioning where are you, what are you doing, and just being like. I feel like there's some kind of sometimes some like constant like paranoia about the other person cheating or like doing something they shouldn't be doing. I think there should be a good level of communication. So you're both aware of what you're going to be doing for the day, so you don't have to be always constantly worrying. And like I said, just constantly be able to trust each other. So you're aware of what each other is doing and that you're happy with that, so you don't have to be constantly worrying about that.
Okay, thank you. Kat, what's your thoughts on FBI spouse?
Yeah. I don't know, I think it's a bit of a touchy subject for me at the minute, to be honest. I've been in a relationship, I've just got out of
Uti, give you side eye.
Basically, I think it has to be a bit of give and take on both sides. I think there's nothing wrong with asking somebody where they are or who they're with. That's fine. If you've been cheated on in the past, I understand that. If I'm not doing anything, I've got nothing to hide, then do you know what I mean? I'll tell you where I am and what I'm doing. Most people, when I'm in a relationship, similar to me, they'll know my friends, they'll have met everybody that I know, they'll be on my Facebook, they can clearly see that I'm not up to anything other than working. I work a lot, I work 3 jobs, and I'm doing this. I don't have any time to do anything else outside of it. So if somebody's getting paranoid about me, then I feel that that's more of an insecurity on their issue, in which case I will do all I can. If I care about that person, I'll do everything I can to try and quell any sort of insecurities that they have about me. However, I would also expect that in return. What I don't want is somebody, which is what happened to me. I was in a relationship, he'd been cheated on, and because he was dead paranoid, at first I found it really insulting, but I thought, well, he doesn't know me. He doesn't actually know me. He doesn't know me for years. He doesn't know that I'm a good girl and I don't cheat. You know, when I'm with somebody, I am loyal 100%. 1,100,000%. I don't, mainly because, well, not mainly because I don't have time, but because I'm loyal and I genuinely, even if I wanted to, I don't have time anyway. But because he was paranoid because of his previous relationship, I gave him the benefit of the doubt and I kind of got it. And I was like, do you know what, that's fair enough. And it started to get a little bit too much. It got to a point where he wanted to read all my text messages. He wants to read all of my messages on Facebook. He wants to read my messages between me and his friends, right? Because I was trying to set up a surprise birthday party for him. So because I was messaging his best mate, when he found out that I'd messaged his best mate, he was like, right, well, what, read it? And I was like, well, why? And he was like, well, what, to read it? You better let me read it. And he snatched my phone out of my hand and he insisted on reading it. And then he was like, oh, well, it's all right, why didn't you let me read it? And I was like, well, why should I have to? You've already got to a stage where you're telling me now that you trust me, and he's still demonstrating to you that I'm a trustworthy person. I'm not a bad girl. I'm not like that in the slightest. So it's insulting to me when after this amount of time I've been showing you constantly messages from my boss at work, messages from my colleagues at work. You're reading everything. You know everything about me. You've got free, you even have the code to my phone. You can go in at any time you want.
We'll come back to you, Kat. Thank you. That was a therapy session. And yes, Abby.
First of all, I don't know how you dealt with that.
Neither do I.
I really don't know how you dealt with that. I like these guys' perspective on the nice side of it, where you know she's checking up on you because she cares. Because I'm that kind of person that like if you left from where I am and you're telling me you're going home, tell me when you get home so I know you're safe. If you don't, you're gonna be texting me like, are you dead? but at the same time, I can understand like this point of view where it's like a girl who's constantly like checking up like what you doing, who you with. Oh, you're with some girl. Who's that? What you doing? Who's that person? I don't like. That's just paranoia, and it gets to a point where someone's so deep in the head with when it comes to things that they can't just like see that nothing's wrong.
Yeah, okay, and so thank you for that, Abigail. So on the flip side, you know, like ladies, if your man, and I'm sure men do it too, so if your man was the same, you know, always wanting to know, you know, like where you are and everything, what you're doing, and he wants to know who your friends are, where you're going, what time you're going back, and all of that, you know, how does that mean like he cares about you, he loves you, or would you kind of take it a different way?
There's a fine line. There is a fine line. There's a fine line between caring and just fucking crazy. Yeah, I'm sorry, but it's too much. When you get home and someone wants to FaceTime you and look around the room to make sure you're on your best.
So, Lucy, what's your thought?
I'm never gonna ask because number one, I hate being asked questions like, why are you asking me? You know where.
So you wouldn't ask her where she?
You know, I mean, if we're having a discussion, then it should come up. So, I mean, what do you think? Oh, I'm in my first place. We're doing this. We're going here. I mean, it should be something that should flow. Not, you know, you have to ask where you talking to.
Okay. And to Sean, what's your, you know, caring Kat's story and stuff like that? What's your thoughts?
Again, two-sided, debatable. I'm telling you now, same thing. I've got no reason to be reporting to you. Like, if I ain't reporting to you when I go and have a shit, there's no.
No, but do you? But do you want her, you know, to be? Do you want to know where your girl is?
Well, more times sure, yeah, but then again, if I...
Did you say yeah?
Yeah, to a certain extent.
You're a hypocrite.
No. Do you know why I'm not a hypocrite, guy? You gotta think about this now. Right, I'd like to know where you are. I'm gonna run you down an Ashram because deep down inside, if I have to chase you that much, I obviously don't trust you. Therefore, you ain't my girl. Simple. You're not my girl. Any girl I have to run down that bites my where you are. You obviously are not my chick. So.
Okay, so guys, have you ever been asked by your partner for basically like access to your social media, your passwords? Your Facebook password, your Instagram password, so yes, you have. Did you give it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're quite comfortable.
Yeah, this one, yeah. I had nothing to hide, so I didn't need to like. It wasn't a problem.
Has anyone else been asked?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hassan?
Yeah, of course, but that's why you need 2 profiles and everything.
Oh wow. Okay.
One private and the personal one.
Okay.
It's the personal one was the private one.
And
That's just my opinion.
Okay. And is
So why do you need two profiles then?
Reasons.
Just don't give the password out. Don't be in a relationship. Don't be in a relationship.
So your photo is on these 2 profiles?
No.
No.
One hasn't got a picture, one has a picture.
Okay.
You gotta be clever. You gotta be clever.
Okay.
That's ages ago. That's not anymore.
Alright, okay, yeah. That's good say. Has anyone else been asked for their passwords? Yeah, David?
I just delete my social media.
I
don't
you got
delete
no
that. Because obviously your iPhone just take away the app. That's what I do. I said, you don't need my password. I just delete it.
I'm turning around and say, listen, at the end of the day, I'm not deleting my social media, me making myself active and me promoting myself just for your paranoia. Are you mad?
Not delete that. I mean, like, just
Yeah,
like,
you delete the app.
yeah, it's like, just tell like, oh, okay, I'm not using Snapchat no more.
See, my ex didn't ask for my passwords, but he would make me open the messages. And
The reason why I wouldn't give my password is not because I'm hiding anything. I just feel like I should just go on it for no reason.
Yeah.
I could be expecting a message and it's just open before me. What?
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? That's the reason why.
Go in your inbox.
I see red. It's wrong, man.
Okay, but why? Okay, if you have nothing to hide, then why are you removing, hiding your Snapchats and what?
I've got nothing to hide.
Okay, so even if she sees your message before you do,
I'm
like,
pissed off because it's my
Why?
fault.
It's not your message.
Okay, Abby.
Why would you be? Why is it that you? Okay, first of all, there's a reason why the message is open. I don't want them to know that the message has been opened. There's a reason for that. If somebody reads my messages, I don't understand why people need to have my password to everything. I don't talk to anybody. I talk to my mom and my best friend. That's about it.
Yeah.
And they would know that.
How was your password?
My roommate, the girl that I was with, my
I've
best
been
friend.
in,
That's it.
It's not needed.
Yeah.
I've been in a situation where the girl's going through my Snapchat and replying. So I'm
Oh,
like,
wow.
"No."
Wow, that's interesting.
So I mean, like, all she said was, yeah, just to find out if anything is going on. Like, oh, hey, baby, that's what she said to me. I was thinking,
Oh, wow.
so when I got back, the girl messaged me thinking, like, I was thinking, like, it's weird, isn't it? Like, I started in my mind, I was like, yo, you're taking a piss. And that's the reason why I stopped giving my password, not because I'm hiding anything. She's replying to the next girl just to find out if anything's going on. Oh, yeah, when am I coming to see you next?
We see
Nice.
So, like, and most, that's what most girls do that all the time. It's just like, oh,
absolutely not.
The problem I have with this is that, right, if you feel like you need to have my password, then why are we even in a relationship? If you cannot trust me, what do you want to check for?
Because some people are in
So,
relationships.
at the end of the day, when you're looking for something, you're going to find it.
Conversation.
So, do you really want to find it? No. So, what are you actually doing? Why are you going through my phone? Why are you doing my message?
Abby?
I have a friend, right, that her boyfriend cheated on her, basically. She stayed with him, but then she had access to all of his things. Like, she had access to his Facebook, his Snapchat, his thingy. She was going on his Facebook all the time, going through his messages, making sure he wasn't doing anything, going to his Instagram, all of that. And it's just like, at what point do you realize that if you have to do all of these things, that you shouldn't be in a relationship with somebody?
Because some people might even have trust issues. But you gotta remember those people are insecure. And at the end of the day, some people will just be able to sit in a relationship and say they're not being alone. That's why they don't put themselves through all that torture, even though it's like, what's the point? Do you know what I mean? What's the point of like putting yourself through all of that if you're just feeling lonely? You know what I mean? And then you're going to create more and more problems on top of it. There's just no need.
See, I agree, I disagree with that in all honesty, because my ex, he was genuinely insecure, but because I loved him and I was in love with him, that's why I went out of my way to try and make him feel better. Yeah. But in all honesty, it gets to a point where it's just too much. It's too much. It's too far. It's not.
Do you know how I see it? At the end of the day, if someone wants to cheat on you,
He's going to
they will
do
cheat on you.
it.
Yeah, listen, if a husband cheats on his wife, he's there praying out that my channel listen, it's not a joke, but behind closed doors, he's sleeping with different women in the church. Yeah, these things happen, we hear it. If someone is going to cheat on you, they're going to cheat on you. There's nothing you can do about it. I can just be like, oh, I'm just going to Greg's now, and I'm going to do a quickie round the corner and I'll come back.
That's a quick one.
No, it's true.
Checking up on somebody isn't going to stop
And there's not
personality.
just,
If that's who they are, they're going
and
to
there's
do
not
it anyway.
just physical cheating, there's emotional cheating, where you're talking to someone privately. You know them ones when you're texting someone and then you delete your message to that, obviously your
You're
partner.
deleting anything.
That shade, that is.
So at the end of the day, that's what I think. If someone's going to cheat on you, they're going to cheat on you. Pastor cheats on his wife. Deacon cheats on his wife. Everybody, everyone cheats. Yeah.
Not everyone cheats.
Not everyone cheats, but I'm saying, if someone's going to cheat, they will cheat. At the end of the day.
Tishan, I'll go back to David.
It's two-sided on that one, because again, like, there's levels to this scumbaggery. For me personally, I'm schooled with your scumbaggery.
Yesterday was chicken head.
Chicken head. I'm bringing him. There's levels to it, because you got to think. Alright, me personally, if my girl's asking for my phone, I'm throwing it out your ticket, because I got nothing to hide, and they think that I'm meant to hide. That's what I justify.
I think there's like a fine line there. I think I had this friend and her and a boyfriend both had access to each other's accounts constantly, and they both had each other's passwords, and I was like, well, where's your freedom in that? Like, where's your own sense of independence?
Get one of those shared Facebooks.
It's just, I just find it's like, at what point, where's your own life there? Because if you literally need to see everything of each other's life constantly.
But the shared Facebooks always make me wonder who cheated on who. Who's lost their freedom? Why have you got a shared Facebook?
What's a shared Facebook?
Why you've got Mr. and Mrs. Jones.
Do people do that?
Yeah, Lisa and James, and then the second name is like.
And they've got one Facebook.
Which one bullied which one?
Exactly.
I knew a couple in college that they had a joint, they had like a couple Instagram and it was just like pictures of them together and it was just like, wow.
That's not too bad though.
No, it's
I was just saying basically, Instagram couple page, that's fine, yeah, because you want to show you off, baby, etc. Facebook page, that looks like, I don't know, I'm trying to make it look like it's some sort of business at the end of the day. Be separate, have like her with her friends on her night out, his with his friends on his night out. Show your separate lives. Don't do that. Just don't. It's too extra.
Yeah. David, you want to say something before?
I just feel like the reason why our girls want to check our phones and why the guys want to check the girls' phones. Sometimes people like when you have a phone, turn your phone upside down. Why do you need to do that? You're gonna make your girl paranoid. Where's my phone? No, listen, you can deal with things like this. It's easy. Let me see your phone, baby. Why not? Take. Look at my phone. It's calm. If a message comes in, explain yourself. No, that's not. Listen, okay. What's the relationship? Therefore, you need to like. Do you know what I mean? Like all this. So if my girl's gonna ask me where you are, I'll tell you, listen, I'm here, and I'm going somewhere else. Why? She needs to know where I am. I need to know where my girl is.
Yeah.
But I don't need my friend telling me, oh, I seen your girl. So I said, why didn't you tell me? That's my girl. You're my girl for a reason. Let me know your movement. I'm not disturbing you. You know, I'm not like controlling you. I don't need to ask. You should just tell me. Oh, baby, I'm
So Abby, David was saying before that it would make him paranoid if his girl turned his phone over, and you're saying he did that all the time. But can you understand where he's coming from? Why that would make him feel
Oh
paranoid?
yeah, I can definitely understand why it would make him feel paranoid, because if you're just like sitting out chilling, you're not really conversing, you're just enjoying each other's presence, and she turns over her phone because she got a notification, then you'd be like, oh, so why don't you want me to see that? I can understand that. But if it's just like any time that she turns over the phone, or if she's hiding the phone and putting it down, or she has, a 6-digit code on the phone, that was like it takes it a little bit far.
I won't lie, I get paranoid. I don't look for a phone, but if you're turning your phone while you're messaging someone and okay, you got an iPhone, why are you gonna put a glass iPhone? Like, do you wanna break your phone?
Can I just say something? I do it all the time, not thinking about it. It's just, I don't think about it. It's just easier to do that than it is to go.
Because everyone's used to.
And do that. I just literally just.
Listen, everyone's used to. No.
Well, you said something that I do not agree with, right? Right. She was like, you said, oh, she's gonna see your phone and like you're just gonna give it to her if she wants it, right? And then she's like, who's this? Firstly, it's none of your business. If you were meant to know who that was, you already would.
there is no need for you to ask me who is texting me. If you were meant to know who that person
Well, it's
was.
not everything that she's gonna know.
But what,
Is it all your friends that she's gonna know?
But
It's not
why
everything.
do you want to know? If you were meant to know who this person was, you already would.
Nah, but you know what? Even me of all people, I don't back what David's saying there to a certain extent, and that's when you know it's a myth because.
Like you're messaging someone. Yeah. I have no problem even looking at your phone. I'm watching the TV. I'm like chilling, and then just switch your phone up and then. Like, what should do? Like, I'll look at you like.
Looking at the last shape.
Smash the phone. Because I'm speaking to my partner, but looking at your
Can I
phone.
just ask you a question? Like, out of love, honestly, I'm speaking as a woman out of love. Like, the way you just like, if I get the message, no one should, you shouldn't tell me. Out of love, wouldn't you just want to make her feel comfortable?
But why? That's what I mean.
No, I'll just ask you a question. Imagine it's just, she doesn't do it all the time.
Yeah.
She's just like, you guys are just chilling, watching a movie, whatnot. And, she thinks you're acting a bit shady or whatever. Wouldn't you want to make her feel comfortable?
So,
like,
okay, by
honey,
telling her
this is da-da-da.
You look so confused.
I'm just asking you, like, sometimes, like, when you're in a relationship, it doesn't mean she's trying to police you. Like, if it was in a nice way, wouldn't you want to make her feel comfortable?
Like, just tell her.
Like, you want her to be free around you.
I would
not
tell
like
her,
you're putting something
but
like.
I probably would bash her for asking me. I'm like, yeah, this is who. Why are you asking?
Yeah,
That's
but
rude. That's
No, but I'm gonna try to let you know that number one, it's none of your business where I'm texting, right?
That's what I mean.
I'll tell you it is, but then I'll bash you after. Like, oh, it's this person, it's my friend.
Because you kind of got like a barrier there.
No.
In all honesty, in his defence, I used to get asked all the time, who's texting, it's annoying. It's really annoying. However, because I'm loyal, when you've got somebody constantly questioning your loyalty, after a bit it gets really irritating because I'm a good person. So when he's coming to me saying to me, who are you texting, I'm like, are you serious? Just take my phone. Just take my phone.
Is that where you're coming from?
Is that where you're coming from?
Like irritation?
I get what you're saying.
Okay.
I think it can come from like different senses sometimes, because sometimes it can be a very kind of like, oh, I'm really worried, but then sometimes it can be just out of interest. Like, I think me and my boyfriend kind of go, oh, are you messaging, like that, but like nothing like, oh, are you messaging, or stuff like that. It's more kind of interest and just kind of conversation.
Yeah, they just want to know what it is.
Exactly, because me and my boyfriend know everything.
Like what she was saying,
about
if you make a girl comfortable, she's never gonna go through the phone in the first place. That's what you guys have done. Like, your phone is not always you're in the house. Why is your phone always in your pocket?
Thank you.
No, you say this
in my pocket.
No, I understand that. I'm not trying to say, I'm gonna text you all the time. No. We're in a relationship. You're my girl. Do you know what I mean? You represent me when you go out there. Don't take the piss. Do you know what I mean? You just have to remember that. If I go out with my girl, sometimes I don't even like talking to too many friends because I'm with my girl. That's my woman. So if you're turning your phone, someone's messaging you, you're going to the toilet to pick up your phone.
That makes me ask somebody. But to be fair, it's like you said, there's been times, I'll be sat with my girlfriends, do you know what I mean? I'll be sat with Danny, I'll be sat with Gemma, and we'll be sat there, and they'll be messaging other people, and we're all sat in the room, and I'll say to them, are you messaging? That's not me trying to police my best mate. Do you know what I mean? So it's the same with my partner. So I'm just asking a question.
It's like making conversation.
Yeah,
Really,
however, when you're asking me because there's a motivate, because there's a motive, then that's when it becomes controlling as opposed to interest.
But can we just touch on something like really important when it comes to like this whole checking up on somebody and policing, that it's definitely a form of mental abuse.
Yeah.
Like it's a form of abuse when somebody is constantly checking up on you and is not allowing you your privacy and not allowing you your freedom. That is a form of abuse, and it's usually it's women who do these kind of things because there's a stereotypical thing of men. If you're gonna abuse, it's gonna be.
Can I just cut to Hassan? Hassan, what's your thoughts?
Well, all of this, I think yes, like I agree with what most of the guys are saying. I think it applies both ways. If you're kind of constantly messaging just to find things out, or if you turn the phone over, I don't think that generally means they're up to something. It could just be you're comfortable in the zone right there, you don't want any distractions, so you put the phone aside. So if you're together and you're chilling, you can put your phones aside, it doesn't matter who's messaging, I don't think that even matters. At the end of the day, she's there with you, you're there with her. Why should anything else really matter?
Tyrone?
I was about to say, like, can we just round this off to the point where it's like, at the end of the day, if you're in a relationship, tell everyone else you're in a relationship. Obviously, because one, you'll have no one texting you. Two, as long as she knows everyone else knows, she won't have to have that kind of like conversation with you in the first place. And it's like, you know what I mean, as long as everyone knows it doesn't matter. But obviously, if she's thinking a lot of people don't know, I can understand where the paranoia is coming from at the end of the day.
That's not
It's
going to
trust.
change anything.
That's
If he's still
not-
going to cheat on you, he's going to do it anyway.
No, what he's saying is it's putting a step forwards that you're demonstrating, that you're showing to everybody else that you're a taken man.
Yeah, that's
The
what I'm
same,
saying.
yeah.
Show everyone you're taking.
You
Obviously,
demonstrate
then-
that.
I understand
That doesn't stop somebody.
Some girls don't care.
It doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop you.
But if you're putting yourself, if you trust yourself and you actually put yourself out there saying, yeah, at the end of the day, I trust myself as a person, I love my girl, yeah, then at the end of the day, and you're telling everyone that you're taken, then there should be no problem.
See, I agree with this guy because think about this, we guys find it hard to even put our girl on Instagram or Snapchat.
Yeah.
Why do we do that? Because
She could
no, that's not the reason. Because you don't want people to think this girl.
Nah, it's not.
So yeah, most people let's go.
Come on, because now
Why is it so hard?
hard?
Why is it so hard to say, oh yeah, chilling with babe, going to this? You know why? Why come we not appreciate? So then why did you get in a relationship in the first place? Why do you want to be with her? Before you was with her, before you was with her, you were looking at her thinking, wow, this girl's nice, isn't it? You were moving to her, you were taking her out because you want to be with her. As soon as you've got her, get comfortable.
Tashawn.
That's what paradigm comes in.
I don't know, it's that because you're saying now, alright, well, why would you not be proud enough to put together on the Insta or whatever? I can take pictures with Bae and say, yeah, I'm with Bae. I can do all that. I can also say, make it publicly obvious, yes, I'm in a relationship. The cheating still exists. Yes. So it's still going to happen. In fact, even in the reverse that, don't dickhead man still exists. So you're going to have a man that's still going to try and creep through you girls at the end. Yes. The reality of it is, right, I'm with you. If you cannot trust me, or if you have to doubt me, same way if I have to doubt my girl in any way, shape, or form, I don't care if I'm sat there one day saying, man, where's this bitch? If I have to doubt you, that's it. You ain't even my girl no more. The fact of the matter is, it's based on trust. It's not even just based on trust, it's based on how you feel within yourself. Like we said before, it's mental abuse if you check it up with someone all the time. And it's mental abuse if I'm sat there wondering where the fuck you are all the time.
Now,
on the flip side, Abigail, do you have a response to that?
Kind of. Yeah, you can kind of say that. If somebody's giving you it doesn't excuse the abuse of somebody when they're constantly checking up on you if you're giving them a reason to. It doesn't excuse it. But what I'm saying is that if you're giving somebody insecurities, if you're making them feel insecure about the relationship, then that is a form. I would say that
If
is a form.
someone's insecure about themselves as well, I think best thing you can go to your partner and you tell them what you're insecure about.
Yeah.
You tell them, you need to it's talking out at the end of the day, even if it's your deepest, darkest, most scariest to talk about out loud insecurity, talk about it.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if you're gonna have that thing in the back of your mind constantly in a relationship, how the hell are you gonna function properly? How are you gonna look her in the eye?
That's
Smile
easier said
properly?
than done.
It's easier said than done.
Not a lot of
think
people
communication
do.
I know that's what I mean. Deepest, darkest is trouble and you need to express it.
It's one of them, you kind of like keep it in the back of your head rather than say it. You kind of indirectly say it without saying it, but it doesn't come out the way you want it to.
Yeah, no, like I was saying, alright, it's going through the hypothetical. Come 3 o'clock in the morning, I don't know where you are. You know I'm already concerned, right? You haven't contacted me, therefore you don't give a fuck that I'm concerned, therefore you ain't my girl. That is actually right. That's the only way to keep rotating it by any frigging woman with self-respect and manners, and anyone that actually respects their man is gonna realise, I've been out partying, I told him I'll be back at 3, it's like 1:45 now, let me know I'm gonna be
Yeah,
real.
but what if she just forgot? Like she's
Right, if I'm easily forgettable, go find a man that you're gonna remember.
You're not forgot.
I already forgot
The thing is
Cool.
that it's because of the way that I am as a person. Like if I know I'm gonna be late, I'm gonna let somebody know ahead of the time that I'm supposed to be there. It's just so I'm expecting that.
So you're in the club and you're gonna remember like 3 o'clock, 3 or 2, I'm gonna text him.
No, it's not. No, I'm not saying that everybody's like that. I'm just saying that because I'm giving him that courtesy. If I'm out until whatever time, and I'm telling him that if I told him that I'm gonna be back at 3, and it comes like 2:45 or whatever, I'm like, I kind of want to stay out a little bit more. I was best than that. I'm just gonna stay out a little bit later.
I agree with that.
Okay,
that's
respect that.
That's the way that's the way I am.
There's no how you can just party and you don't know what time it is. Most people who are in the club, they actually check the time. Oh, what time did the club finish? You remember
Exactly what time.
You remember what the time
Not
the club
before.
finished?
Me and the girls can sit there talking and we can
like-
talk and talk and talk and talk and talk.
If you don't text me and tell me, oh, babe, by the way, I'm going to be late, but we're going to another club after. You know what I mean? You get all these girls that have got friends and be like, oh, let's go to the after party, some guy's apartment. Don't tell me that nonsense.
You mean the single friends?
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You're going to have them, your girlfriend are always going to have them friends and all this guy, let's go to his apartment. So then you're looking for a reason. Do you know what I mean? You want to be late, you're not telling me. And I find out I'm going to go mad. Do you know what I mean? You said you're going to be home at 4 o'clock.
Will you be mad that she went to the after party or because she didn't text you?
If she texts me that she's going to after party, you know what? I'm going to respect that. Like, yes, that's me. I'm going to respect the fact that she. I'm the African right. I'll feel like right. You actually told me I'm going to after party. Well done.
Go on.
I said, okay, cool, well done. Then I'll be like,
after party.
Then I can decide, excuse me, please. Make your way home. There's no reason for me to get angry. I can say, make your way home, or listen, okay, how long are you going to be in this after party? If you tell me you're going to be back, okay, you're going to be back at 5, and it's 5:15. Wow. You're going to go mad, because I let you do what you want to do. No, not let you.
No, why are you changing the word?
I agree with you, you told me, I respect the fact that you told me.
What if she texts you again, saying,
and you're texting me again, you're going to be like, I'm going to go mad. I'm saying, listen, where are you? I'm coming to pick you up. Simple. Do you know what I mean? Like,
see, I think that's sweet. Like my ex, he did that. Like in his defence, he did actually. When I was out partying with the girls, he said, "I'm worried about your welfare. I don't want you walking around the streets getting a taxi home. I will drive and come and pick you up. Let me know what time to pick you up." And yeah, admittedly, like I could be a bit of a pain in the neck, and I might be out at 2, and I said that I was going to be home at 1. So he sat there waiting to come and pick me up, and you know that is bad of me to not text him sooner, but I genuinely had lost track of the time. I was just chatting with my friends.
I think that can happen quite easily.
And then when I realised what time it was, I rang him immediately and I was like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
And he was like, right, okay, then he was like, I'll come get you. And that's fine.
I think the other person has to respect that when you're out having a laugh, having a drink, that you're gonna lose track of things.
Yeah.
I know what I do. I never know what I'm doing. I'm pissed out my head, having a chance. Don't know what time it is. I only check my phone now and again because I'm not going to be sucked up there in the club like that, texting my boyfriend, letting them know what I'm doing all the time. Sometimes you just don't realise the time, and you'll text them when you have a chance to.
It's not even all the
It's not even a
situation, though.
No.
Yeah, you're laughing. Why are you laughing?
No, I'm just laughing.
Do you disagree with what Kat said?
No, I don't. I mean, everyone's different. You'll know your partner and how your partner is when he or she goes out. Are they what? You'll know how if they drink, are they responsible or not. So you will know. I just think that it just depends on the scenario. To be honest, everyone's different. Like you keep track of time, but you don't keep track of time. If I'm really having fun, then I won't. I might. Sometimes I definitely will text, and just like I said, I'll always let my guy know where I am, and my guy always knows the people I'm with. So if you can't get through to me, he will text my friends and the people that I'm with. So I don't really have that problem because he knows who I'm with.
Can I have a question for you girls in general? How much fun do you have to be having to get you up on man?
Wow.
Oh, it's not about
like I said, if you can tell me you forgot or lost track of time, how much fun was you having to lose track of time to forget to check in with your man and your other half and your partner? Don't fuck with me like that.
You are making.
They might be saying it harshly, but I understand what you're saying. I mean, you cannot go out and you don't know the time. That's like drinking and what you're doing.
You can.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, listen.
You put your
if you do it all the time, constantly, you're taking it.
I can't accept it simply because I watch him, even me as myself.
Can I just interrupt? What about when you boys just leave the toilet seat? Oh, I forgot.
Me forgetting to put the toilet seat down is a minor discrepancy. You forgetting you have a partner you need to check in with and let know you are still alive is a major discrepancy. Like, alright, what's the repercussions of me leaving the toilet seat up? Oh, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, you walked in the toilet without putting the light on and you slipped and fell into the toilet. That's your fucking fault anyway, look where you're going. The fact is, if you can't consider or remember you've got a man that you need to actually get hold of and let know, what's the repercussions from that? You single?
I'll just give an example. People forget. And you're going out clubbing and you're drinking alcohol, you're having fun, you're dancing.
You're going to the toilet seat down and take out the gas and check in.
It's the same. It's, oh, I forgot. You eat, and you can't even put your plate on the sink. Oh, I forgot. You know, you take off your shoes, you just throw it down.
Then man, you forgot to check in that you had a man.
another human being.
Thank you.
You're thinking about putting the seat down.
It's the same example.
The comparisons are just a little bit flawed.
No way.
I mean, like, the comparisons are flawed because there's forgetting to do something and then there's forgetting to make sure that your partner's not worried.
It's not
No,
deliberate.
no, I know it's not. I'm not saying that it's deliberate, but all I'm saying is that you know your partner. If your partner is the kind of person that forgets time, then you'll know that if you're with the if you're with someone, you'll know their friends. No. There'll be a friend that you'll be able to contact to be like, all right, it's this time. What's happening with you guys, or whatever, or something like that, where you text her and you say, oh, I texted her, could you please just ask her to just check her phone or something like that? Because there's always one friend on the phone in the club.
Can I reply to that? If, okay, let's say, she forgot the time or whatever, if she said, okay, the club finished at 3 o'clock, I'm gonna make my way back. At 3 o'clock, I'm gonna text you. So if I know you're forgetful, I will text you, oh babe, are you okay? How was your night? Are you ready to come home or should I come pick you up? Simple. If I don't get no text back, and I know it's delivered.
Because the club's ended.
Yeah.
So you're more when the club's finished or when everyone's like that's the last song. You're more everyone literally takes out their phones. Everyone in the club is like looking for a taxi. So if the club's finishing at 3, definitely I'll be looking at my phone unless if my phone went off. Then I'll use someone else's phone to call you.
See, for me, like, if you know the club's ended at 3 and you think, oh, I might go to another club that's ended at 5.
Definitely
right.
tell my man.
No, what I'm saying is that, like, some people just go off things up on a whim. I'm not that kind of person. That's why I'm saying that me personally, I would be expecting this from my partner because of the way that I would be treating him. So if it comes like to 2:35 or whatever, and my friend's like, oh yeah, there's another club that's closing at 5. I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm just going to this other place. I'll be back by.
Yeah, but you made that
Well,
promise.
you're
You're going
ready.
at 3.
Nah, you're ready.
You've already made the promise that you're going at 3.
Yeah, but I would tell him before 3 that I'm not going to be coming home.
I'm
It's when
saying-
people text me at 3. If somebody texts me at 3:30 saying, oh, I'm going to be late, like, no, you're taking the piss. You told me you were going to be home at 3. It's
But what are you doing at 3 a.m? Why does it matter?
Exactly, yeah.
What
I'm doing. It's what you're doing.
when you ask your guy
I'm a
permission.
warrior, that's the thing, like, I'm a warrior, like,
But if
this
they
is the way
text you,
that I
you're going. If they text you at 3 o'clock, I'm sorry, I'm going to go on to another club. You know where they are.
I don't want
You
my
don't- you've got
partner
nothing else to
controlling
worry
what
about.
time I come home.
No,
It's not a matter of controlling the time. It's a matter of
you have to be home at that
considering
time. I'm
reasons.
just saying, just let me know when you're gonna be home.
You're probably not even going to be awake anyway.
If you're not, I'm a warrior. I stay up. That I'm that kind of person. Like if my friend tells me that she's gonna be, like if my roommate tells me that she's gonna be home later than usual, whatever, I'll stay up. I'll wait for her so that we can talk. Whatever.
So Sean, you're saying it's not control, it's consideration.
It's not a control thing. I'm not trying to control. I'm not trying to control no human being or trying. What I'm trying to say to you is consider your other friggin' half. If I've took the time out to be with you, if I've took the time out to build that bond, that relationship with you, and you can't even fucking text me and tell me what time you're coming in. It's all.
Do you know what I mean? I agree, because think about this.
It's respectful.
You need to always remember, yo, I'm your man.
Right then.
How can you not remember your man is at home? I'm not
It's not
sleeping.
about
I understand that.
that.
I understand that. Like, if my girl say, oh, I'm gonna be on my phone, and she gets on my phone, and she does that all the time, I'll be like, ah, come on early. You're making me
It's not
happy.
about not
Do you know what I mean?
remembering that you have a man. Like, for example, here's an example. You're in a nightclub, you've said that you've told your man, probably going to be looking at leaving about 3. When you're sober, you think you're going to go home at 3, right? When you're out with your girls, you're in a nightclub, it's dark, your phone is in your handbag, I'm not wearing a watch. It doesn't go with my outfit. I'm not going to be looking at my watch all night. I don't do it. There's no clocks in the club. I don't know if you've noticed the decor in nightclubs. They don't have a massive clock on there to tell you what time it is. You're there to party. Just 1 minute. You're there to party. You're there to have fun. I'll be sat chatting. Not seen my friends for a while. We've got loads to catch up on. We're dancing. We're being stupid. We're doing stupid dance moves. We're drinking at the bar. We might end up on shots, which is highly unlikely. Well, no, it's actually quite likely. And to be honest, before you know it, the lights come on and it's 3 o'clock. That's not me forgetting I have a man. That's not me being disrespectful to my man. That is me enjoying the time with my friends.
I was saying before, there's a fine line between, like I said, it's being concerned and being suspicious, and it's daft in the situation, but
There's consideration.
Yeah, there's consideration. It's like at the end of the day, lights alright, club finishes at 3. lights come on 10 minutes beforehand. You've got at least 3 slow songs, 3 dead played out songs to fucking talk to some of them. And what you're doing, I'm not bothered if you're gonna go back out. If you're gonna go out and go, oh yeah, go to after party. I think Kat said before, or my friend might say, you know, we're gonna go to a next week. Alright, cool, so your brethren let you know, 25 to 3, you were gonna go to the next one. You still got 25 full fucking minutes to consider you have a partner at home.
Once you realise where you like, once the lights come on, that's when you text your other half. But 99% of the time, 100% of the time in fact, my man always knows where I am anyway, he always knows who I'm with, and I would have also invited him out as well prior to that, because if he wants to come along, my girls, they're lovely to get on with, they're funny, and they always welcome people with open arms, so there's no disrespect there to him at all.
Okay, would you have been happy to let him know?
Like, how would you say, oh, you invited him out anyway? Like, he's not gonna come out. Like, I would not go out with my girl.
Why not? I'd go and hit the rave. I'm really shook with every one of her friends. Like, yo, let's do this.
Why? But what are you gonna do once she goes, oh, a friend gives you a dance when she's in the toilet, and then you're like quiet?
Oh, that's something.
That's
She's not mentioned this, like she's been drinking. We have all been drinking.
Now, every man has self-control. If your drunk friend wind up on me, I'm telling you.
Be aware that you're drunk and tell yourself, I need to have self-control when I'm pissed.
Exactly.
Be aware, be very self-aware of what you're doing.
You have to
very
self-aware. Or be prepared to take what's coming.
Yeah, be prepared to get
What were you saying?
Yeah, like, I understand where you're coming from. Yeah, you can bring your man with you on a night out, but there's him and then there's your girls. You're gonna want to party with your girls more than him. If he's there in the middle, it's kind of a bit awkward having your friends and your boyfriend. It's kind of a bit.
Well, most of the time. Most of the time.
My friends will come around and they'll sit and they'll chill with me and my man, do you know what I mean? So we'll all sit, we'll all have dinner together. So why can we not all go out to a club together as well? It works.
It's a different type of environment.
I've done it, I've had people coming out with me, and it is fine. It's just funny because they'll be talking to him and I'll be talking to one of my friends, then one of my other friends is talking to him, while I'm talking to one of my other friends, then I'm talking to him, I'll be at the speech.
And then put alcohol in your system.
At the end of the day, if you're going to go out with your girlfriend's friends and you can't trust yourself around them, then should you be going out at all? If you can't trust yourself around their friends, then how can you be trusted around strangers or other girls in the nightclub that might think you're single? At the end of the day, my friends are trustworthy, I'm trustworthy, my boyfriend should be trustworthy. I don't see the problem in us all going out together.
Anything can happen.
Okay, exactly.
Anything like
No. You're some weak-minded motherfuckers if that's what you're saying. Because tell you now I can get as drunk as I want. I ain't gonna be, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that wine with one of my friends.
Okay, to the gentleman, why don't you reply your woman when you're out? Why do you ignore your woman?
I do.
Why?
I do. Simply, I do reply. I've got no reason not to reply because I ain't got time for you to be trying to accuse me either and make out I'm some dickhead. Anything, 2 seconds to exactly. Anything I've got to do, I can justify doing. So if I don't text you back, then right, I must have not heard neither of my phones. I can pass with that one. The second I see you.
Why do you have 2 phones? 2. To Sean, why do you have 2 phones?
No.
You're not trying to get me in trouble.
Has she got both your numbers?
She got both her numbers, but she knows better to use both her numbers, right? My personal life, so obviously personal line, ring that all you want to your heart's content. If I don't answer on the personal line, then cool, ring the graph.
Okay, to the other guy, why don't you reply your woman when you're out?
So she knows we're having fun.
So she knows we're having fun. Elaborate, please.
If I'm having fun, I don't text you back, then you know, like, okay, he's busy.
What?
Oh, okay.
That is savage, no?
To be honest.
I'm having fun, like, I'm busy, I'm doing stuff. I told you I was going out, right? Why are you texting me?
Listen,
You need to
No whole training.
When I see the message,
Can I ask you something?
when I see the message, if I'm in the club dancing, I'm not gonna stop dancing to reply. Why?
Do you need to stop that?
See?
I was about to say, are you actually really that bitter towards me? Listen, I understand times of relationship, we argue, we get annoyed, blah, blah, blah. So I said, listen, please just leave me alone, rah, rah, rah. But the thing is though, what I'm gonna say, you need to. If she's texting you saying, babe, it's 2 a.m. You alright? You can't be turning around. Why is she texting me at 2 a.m.? And why?
Do you think something? I'm going to lie. To be honest, my girl can text me anytime. She's my girl. She can text me anytime.
I couldn't look at a nice I could not look at a nice text and think, fuck you. I couldn't. It's not creepy. At the end of the day, one thing I always say, at the end of the day, if a girl's gonna text me, I'm gonna look at that. It's similar to like a text from a woman. I'm not gonna reply to that with some disrespect and say, why are you checking up at this and that? At the end of the day, I'm gonna say, oh, I'm busy right now, but I love you too, and I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, yeah, she can text me anytime.
And I can text her anytime too.
But the only reason, if I don't reply, it could be like there's no signal in the club. But I can reply, she say, oh, are you alright? So yeah, I'm having fun. Can I speak to you now? Then she can understand that I've replied to her text. That's all, but not like that's
she takes 2
seconds. At the end of the
seconds.
day, she's my girl and she's got my back. Whatever happens, she's gonna be there. I would definitely reply to my girl, like I said earlier, and all to just chatting shit. Like I just feel whatever we said today was just pull-ups and nonsense. Like, why would you not want to text your girl back? So why are you with her in the first place? Your friends are, you think your friends are going to be there all the time, you know? They have
but if something is wrong in the club, do you think your girl is good to know? Do you think you're going to have time to text your girl before you get... That's what you're saying. She's got your back.
No, listen.
It's 2 seconds.
Like, obviously, when you're in a club, yeah, and your phone goes off and then you don't see it, and then you miss it, and then later on you check, and it's actually your girl, and she's messaging you saying, yo, what are you doing? You alright? Obviously, you're not gonna leave it, are you? You're gonna reply as soon as possible, because what's the point?
Okay, I
smile me.
No.
You
expect you to write a statement. If you say something like, yeah, like, YH, oh, just yeah.
Yeah, but you don't say just yeah, do you?
If it was I am having fun. I don't want to compose a message to tell you how I am doing.
Obviously, you can lose track of time doing anything. You can lose track of time eating, sleeping, dancing. You cannot say I'm disrespecting you because I didn't text you back when I was in the club having fun. No, you can't. You can't do that. I was having fun with my girls, like or boys or whatever. I told you what's happening, right? Why are you saying, oh, I'm disrespectful because I didn't reply your text? Like, really? I mean, she didn't slap my mom or something, so it's not even that serious.
I told you I'm going to the club. Okay, let's assume the club closes at 4, right? And at 2 o'clock you're texting me and you're right. Why? You don't believe I can have fun responsibly?
No, it's not that. She's checking up on you to make sure that you're alright.
If something was wrong with me, right? She cannot do anything wherever she is.
It doesn't matter. She knows
your guys. She knows it's right guys around. She knows there's all kinds of fuckeries in town, and she's only saying.
I was just gonna save you.
At the end of the day, right? If someone loves you, for example, I mean, you would do that to your mom. You would not, at 2 in the morning, you would not go, oh yeah, I don't need you texting me, F off. No, you don't need to do that. At the end of the day, your girl's another female in your life that you need to respect, like your own mother. You don't go and say, I don't need you. What's that? So you're gonna talk about her like that at 2 a.m. or you're gonna go back and you're gonna go fake love her? No. Allow that.
You're gonna get slapped.
Because I didn't text back.
Yeah. You get slapped with that.
To be honest, my reason why I text back, I just have to text back. The fact that she's checking on me, and 2, I don't want to come home for her to start talking shit. I need to sleep.
Yeah, exactly.
If I want to bang, I don't want no excuse.
How much fun could you be having to forget to just text your girl?
I didn't forget.
That's what I'm saying.
He deliberately chose not to. He didn't want to. So
that's even worse. That's even worse.
Why wouldn't you want to text your girl who is your girl?
Because why are you checking up on me at 2 a.m.?
Why can't she?
Because it's 2 a.m. Are we happy that the guy is jumping on him? And I'll be happy.
First of all, you see, it's the mentality that you're taking towards the way that she's it's the mentality you're taking to her texting you. You're saying that she's checking up on you. She could just be asking, like, it's just concern.
I don't agree with half of the things that Uti was saying, especially not about not checking in with your spouse, because it's just a matter of common courtesy. Like me, if I go out, I'm gonna text him, and if I'm gonna be late, I'm gonna text him, let him know, all right, I've decided that I'm gonna stay out a little bit later. This is what's happening. If at 3 o'clock, and you told me you're gonna come home at 3 o'clock, you're not home by like 3:05, 3:15, I'm gonna message you and ask you, babe, what's happening? You're right. What's going on? It's just a matter of common courtesy. I don't understand his point of view. It's just.
Business. I am coming home. You are going to see me. When we talk about my night.
What if you're not home until 10 o'clock in the morning?
Then you can text me.
So,
but you can't text me at 2 a.m. knowing that. Why would you text me at 2 a.m. when I left the house at maybe 10?
Because what
do you last time like what?
Like a savage.
That sounds like a good relationship to me.
4 hours have gone by, you've not spoken to her. That's why.
Oh my days.
So she's gonna be worried.
Let me ask you a question. If your girlfriend's out in the nightclub, and you text her and she doesn't text back because she's too busy having fun, are you gonna get mad?
But why would I text her? I'm not going to.
Fair enough, if she's just having fun and she forgets to read it or she doesn't see her phone, that's one thing. But if she reads it, you get the delivered, you get the red receipt, and you know that she's not got back to you. How are you going to feel about that?
I'm not gonna, that's not me. I'm not gonna text you. You told me you're going to have fun. I will let you have fun. When you come back, we'll speak about it. I'm going to ask you how you're doing. If you are in any trouble and you need me, then you will text.
Thank you. You've been watching Str8 Talk Manchester. If you want to follow us on all the social media, we're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. So make sure you go check us out. Also, leave your comments and your views at the bottom of this video. Make sure you subscribe to our channel so that you can get those notifications when the new episode is out. Thank you so much for watching.
Don't stop, no, baby, don't stop, no. Hold on, no, baby, hold on. Listen when I